Hey everybody, I'm Crow. Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. We're in
spark without kindling,
dire need of
a
fixing.
goal without hope.
Zealous Vigil prevents nighttime ambush and kills most of my stress. Zealous Speech kills lots of stress for everybody. Reflection does too. He could get a lot of extra melee damage in, but his attack normally does less. Our nighttime ambush is already prevented. Let's just focus on that. You're gonna take more damage, but take a lot of stress off of them. 5 left. What could we do with 5? We could take 15 more off of each of them, and get less stress in the coming battle. Or we could get rid of the rest of his stress and get more damage. Or get dodge and speed and damage, but only on him. I think I want to kill the stress and do more damage. Because crits. Well, we still have 2 left. So use wound care on him. Because we don't have that much food.
The light, the promise of safety.
Oh my god, the feeling I'd have if I walk in here and then I find out it was like over here or something. This has to be the boss. It's the farthest away. I don't know if he's gonna do anything that this would help for, but we're gonna go in with everything ready to go. So, torches and bandages and stuff. Everything else has already been used.
Even
Thank
in
you.
death, the captain shouts his orders, and the crew obeys.
All hands on deck. Wow, he's fast. Well, them switching isn't a problem. Open vein. Protection 50%. Really high bleed resist. Well, it was anyway. Stun. 95% chance to resist stun? Your stun chance isn't even like... I can't believe her stun can work on him. Every other boss was 145. Dang, if he brought in that pommel hit thing, he could have actually probably stunned him. Alright, so... this is the extra damage to Unholy. 21. Really? You needed to not have that happen right now. He heals so much? Mutiny. Release him. Crits all around. Boarding clutch. You missed. 12. So nobody's in immediate death threat range. His bleed can't fail. 16 to 30. Loving the extra necromancer damage stuff. All hands on deck. So he doesn't seem to do that terribly often. 13. Because they get multiple turns, that could be really great. We need to make sure he dies like immediately though. 8 damage, even though it's unholy. Stun him. Great. So now we get an extra turn. Ooh, if the Houndsmaster was here and he could just keep stunning the drowned Anchorman, it'd be amazing. You can keep hitting them. All hands on deck. It's a bad place for the Vestal to be. But fine for everybody else. 26 damage. Drink with the crew. Don't let... you need to move. We're back into a good enough position. He needs to be able to bleed. No, he's gonna get a heave too. That means the boss gets to heal. And it, like, fully heals him, too. 25 damage. Whoever goes next, as long as it's not the frickin' Vestal, should be able to finish him. I don't even. Oh, that had like a 9% chance of working. 9. Drink with the dead. Only 9 stress. That could have been a lot worse. 17. Boarding clutch. Direct chop. Only down to 55 health. All hands on deck. I am very glad she resisted that. Should we... Anchorman goes down first. Hopefully he doesn't go next. Boarding clutch. 7. Resisting bleeds. 11. Please, Leper, please. Kill him before our damage was wasted. 3 with a crit. With a stun. Great. So he still did 20 damage with that. I thought these guys were Eldritch too, but then I remembered Zombie Crew. It's amazing what can happen when you actually, like, think sometimes. 13. With a bleed. Boarding clutch. 10. No bleed. Dodge, you could have finished it! Stun this one. I have to go beforehand. Please, me, do it. Finish it.
They are cursed to float forever, deep in the swirling blackness.
What the hell kind of, like, apprentice level rewards is this crap? Returning to the hamlet. Loads of money. 35% move resist, 20% healing. That could be really good for the Arbalest. So, we got tons of money back, because you really can't spend 20,000 gold on supplies. As far as I know, anyway. Diseases and stuff will need to be taken care of, but that is another boss down. And so, we're off to fight the gibbering prophet, whichever one the last prophet is. Extra unholy damage. I don't think he's human. I mean, his eyes are out. He might be. You know what? Even if he is a human and not unholy, like, everything else here is unholy. Super stun chance for reliable stuns. Extra bleed chance. I imagine we can bleed the boss, because he's not a skeleton. And the ghouls can bleed, and the cultists can bleed. I'm sure he'll get some use out of it. We just have to destroy one pew, and either way, Battle Ballad, inspiring tune. She's a Vestal, and she doesn't get stunned very often.
Finally, resigned to his uncommon corporeal resilience, I lured him to the dig. There, I showed him the thing, and detailed the full extent of my plans. Triumphantly, I watched as he tore his eyes from their sockets, and ran shrieking into the shadows, wailing maniacally that the end was upon us all.
Right.
The echoes of his mindless tittering reverberate maddeningly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He has to be over there. That sucks. But we brought...
Even the cold stone seems bent on preventing passage.
Crazy amount of supplies. We are hopefully prepared for this. No battle is good. Is that the glimmer of coin? Nope, it's band-aids. Actually, yes, it was coins. I'm wrong. Yeah. It will live with 1 health. Make sure it doesn't live with 1 health. 15. Extra beast damage. Another shovel.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Yes. 1 in-between battle. 2 in-between battles. Okay, yeah, let's just go faster here. I don't think you're gonna bleed any of them. And your damage isn't the greatest. No stress. Houndsmasters are so wonderful. 1 shot.
Obliterated.
Crit. No bleed or blight resist, huh? I was gonna say, it would be awesome if you could just lower the stun resist. It'd be kind of funny to stun something that can't do anything. Make us go faster. Stun him again. Because I don't know if you would have killed him and you're not gonna bleed him, so... 26.
Decimated.
Quarrel! You just directly heal, actually. You're already stunned and her damage isn't too great. So you could do that. These are reversed, actually. I didn't notice. So you should probably finish it.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
I just used the club because it didn't really matter what I hit him with. And I like the club. 12 and 12. Regrettable that he is still able to shoot us from back there, and we don't have a bounty hunter or somebody to pull him. Hit 2 corpses. And it's bleeding. We can now at least stun him. And you can fix yourself. Cleared them both. It's cool how it slides him forwards, even though he can't move. So, fixing stress. I should have used it on the Vestal. I didn't see her. 47. Stunned again because you cannot resist, assuming it lands. She's gonna heal herself because he is super slow. Does this kill my speed? No. I thought my speed was negative for some reason. I was like, wasn't it like -2? Crusaders are just so slow. Should have been a leper or something. They're still awesome. But... the potential. I mean, I already died once. Hopefully the final boss in this game is like unholy or something. I'll just run up to it and smite it real quick before it can do anything.
Continue the onslaught. Destroy them all.
I mean, it's the darkest dungeon. It has to be like a demon or something, right? It's like a portal to the underworld.
The light, the promise of safety.
Thank you, Handmaster. Could you also disarm this? Yes, and you are the best at it. But you failed!
Watch your step.
You better not hurt that puppy.
A handsome reward for a task well performed.
I realize I have keys. I didn't realize that until afterwards, though. So, menacing gargoyles. Those aren't things I want to see. A highwayman could get through that bleed, but I don't know that I can. 139%, plus 30%. So I do have a chance of bleeding them, but it's 24-ish%, something like that? I don't know. Let's just make us go faster so that we can get down to business. Stun it! We have to stun the stunners, otherwise nothing will ever get done. They take damage when we stun them. So that's still progress. Trending for the old gods. And stun the other one if you can. They have really low stun resist, actually. 17 damage. 10 to 19. I feel like they have a low threshold. You're going to want to fix her. Can't really hit the people in the back too well. 95%, very likely to resist. Didn't resist. Stun the last one, I guess. If only we could hit the stress person, but he needs to keep stunning. Hit them both now. Dang, I was really hoping that. 1 health! Eldritch pulled, but resisted the movement. I would really love it if you would just get out of my way. Oh, it's an unholy beast! Dodged. I didn't realize it was a beast. I should have known. I mean, it's a gargoyle. Some kind of monstrosity thing. Finish him.
As the fiend falls,
and now, because it's unholy,
blossoms.
You can crit it for 22. I thought because they had 50% protection, it would not be very well. But obviously, if that was a crit, he hits him pretty damn hard. I should have checked. So you can fix your stress more because they seem to really like focusing her. Thankfully, this reduces the stress she gets too. 60% reduced stress. Yeah, keep using it on her. Thank you. 10. 60% reduced stress and it was still 10? My god. 22 crit. Thou hath been judged. 9. Stunner. You missed. Bleeder. That she can't resist. Eldritch Pull. You can try and mess up the party order right before you die. Illuminate your crimes. And be judged.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
That's neat. Extra pup treats. That's cool. So with that, we'll be able to get through. 450. Actually, the sapphire is probably worth more. But do we really need... Let's see. There's gonna be another treasure room. Eh, we don't need it. It's just... It's not much. Let's just dump stuff on this. Wait. She should do it. Is this stress relief or quirk removal? I don't remember, damn it. Witness quirk removed. Well, whatever. Something good happened. You salvage the unburned torch. And he disarms the trap. And then moves back into position. And then moves back into position. It's so cool that the Jester has movement 3. Final battle before the boss, possibly. Oh, and it's just regular Skeleton. I want to switch these. It bothers me that the single target one isn't first. There's no stress person, though. This is good. Tons of protection down. Getting quarreled. Quarrel. 16. Even with all that extra unholy damage. Direct healing, please. Dead weight.
How quickly the tide turns.
Not a good position, and I'm stunned. Yeah. Not very much damage against Skeleton, unfortunately. I mean, I know it's still decent, but... They do more damage. They must, anyway. It'd be weird if they didn't. Unfortunately, I'm stunned, so pointless. And now they gotta go because they were actually somehow slower than us. I'm really surprised that these people were slower than me. Because their roll gets +7.
Unbalanced.
Alright, the party order is just garbage right now. You need to move back, so now he's in a good position. You need to heal yourself. You just move back one, honestly. Whoa! 20 damage. Why are we getting crit right before the boss?
Their
22.
formation is broken.
That's what we needed. One of these guys to actually die. Axe Blade. Them getting 4 turns is brutal. You can fix this How much damage do you do? 3 to 4. 5 to 8. Please be good for the boss. If the boss has high bleed resist, I'm gonna be so sad. Critical for 8. That's 1 less turn. 1 less quarrel. If you think about it, that almost makes him like a healer. 5-10, 5-10. Because if somebody's gonna hit the party for 20 and he stops them... Crit 22, exactly what we needed. Just 9 more health. Make everybody go faster. We gotta beat him. This would still work. And do damage. I'm glad they don't have protection. And that we can heal. That only knows we needed. 14. Quarrel. You can probably finish it, right? No, and no bleed. That's why I fear about using that. That's what I fear. Is that he's not going to do enough damage because they're not beasts and they're not marked. And everything's just going to crumble. You probably kill one of these, right? Well, if you want to blow a crit on it. Quarrel 11. 5 for 5. Bayonet jab. And nobody's really that hurt, so... I mean, everybody's really hurt, but, like, stress hurt. Stun the healthy one. Actually, the guy can't reach him, so... 29! No, you need to heal. He's gonna quarrel. I actually thought he already went, so the healing was distributed out anyway. You do that, and now whenever we eat, everybody will basically be taken care of. Lick wounds, probably. We're gonna get health back when we heal, or when we eat. Ah, that's right, he can't hit him, though. I was gonna have him finish it. Damn it all. I was like, we're in such good positions now. You know what? You finish it. 8 damage.
Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Honestly, it's not that much money, and I'm not going to risk it. Yeah, unlocks a hidden compartment. Absolutely worthless. Run down here, check for battle real quick. I have to end this episode quick before everybody thinks that I failed because it's longer than 25 minutes. Pack contains loot! Food. We haven't used any... There hasn't been a single food check until here, seriously? There we go. You see that, though? Sometimes I walk between, like, 1 or 2 rooms and there's a food check. And then we made it from right here all the way through here and got the first food check right, like, 1 square before the boss. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you liked it. Later, everybody.